Imagine this. You finally bought your first rental property. You're excited, you got the keys, and the realtor says, by the way, it comes with tenants. Your stomach drops. Are they good? Do they pay consistently? Are they going to destroy the place? Did I just buy cash flow or problems? Today, we're talking about inheriting tenants. Is it a blessing or a nightmare? And if you're a beginner in Canada trying to build wealth through real estate, that might be the most important mindset shift you need. If you're new here, this channel is about real life, real estate, and real growth, especially for beginners who don't know where to start. Employees, immigrants, families, people who want more than just living paycheck to paycheck. And today we're getting honest because nobody talks about the emotional side of inheriting tenants. I remember the first property that we bought with tenants in it. I didn't know whether to be excited or scared. On paper, rent was coming in. Lease was active, no vacancy. And of course, instant cash flow. But in my head, what if they don't pay? What if they hate the new landlord? What if they stop taking good care of the place? That first month, I was checking my bank account every day, waiting for rent, wondering if I made a mistake. When the rent came in, a sign of relief, realization that this is how passive income feels like. But here's the truth: inheriting tenants can either accelerate your wealth or expose your lack of systems. Why beginners are scared? Most beginners want vacant possessions, a fresh start, to choose their own tenants. Why? Because of control, the fear of the unknown, horror stories from Facebook groups. But here's something most new investors don't understand: inheriting tenants is not a problem. Poor due diligence is the problem. Real estate is not emotional, but beginners are. When inheriting tenants is a blessing, it can actually be one of the best situations. Instant cash flow, no vacancy, no advertising, no leasing costs, and no lost months, especially in markets like Edmonton and Calgary. Vacancy costs money. One empty month can wipe out your annual profit. Proven payment history. Ask for 12 months rent ledger, lease agreement, security deposit records if they've been paying consistently. That's data, that's stability. That's less risk than a brand new tenant. Three is under market rent opportunity. Sometimes inherited tenants are paying below market. Beginners see this as a problem. Investors see this as opportunities. With proper notices and legal increases, you can slowly optimize cash flow, not aggressively, strategically. When it becomes a headache, let's be honest, sometimes it's not cash flow, it's chaos. One is poor screening of previous owner. No credit check, no references. My cousin needed a place. Now you inherit late payments, property damage, and most of all, you inherit drama. Two is bad property conditions. If maintenance was ignored, you inherit deferred repairs, leaky faucets, old appliances, dirty furnace filters, hidden moisture issues. Tenants didn't cause it, poor management did. Three is relationship shock. Some tenants are loyal to the previous landlord. Now you're the new guy. They test boundaries, they push limits, and this is where beginners panic. Experienced investors implement systems. The real questions you should ask: it should not be, are inherited tenants bad? But do I have the right systems to manage the property? Clear communication, written policies, rent collection policies, maintenance protocol. Real estate rewards structure, not emotion. For beginners in Canada, if you're thinking, I don't own a property yet, let me tell you something important. Your first property doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to cash flow, be manageable, and fit your buy box. You don't need 10 units, luxury properties, or massive renovations. You need one solid deal with numbers that make sense. And sometimes the best beginner deal is one that already has paying tenants because confidence grows from cash flow. Most people don't buy real estate because they're scared. They overthink and they want guarantees. But here's the reality, there are no guarantees. Employees wait for perfect timing. Investors move with preparation. You don't build wealth by avoiding problems. You build wealth by solving them. Inheriting tenants? That's just one more skill to learn. How to protect yourself. Before closing on a deal, review the rent ledger. Verify security deposit transfer. Get copies of lease. Inspect the property. Introduce yourself professionally and set expectations early. Simple, professional, and calm, not emotional, not reactive. If your goal is financial freedom, more time with family, options in life, and not relying only on one paycheck, then real estate is not optional. It's your vehicle. And vehicles require learning how to drive. Inheriting tenants, it's part of the road. Sometimes smooth and sometimes bumpy, but still moving you forward. If you're serious about building wealth in Canada through real estate, comment first property if you're still working on deal number one. Comment next level if you already own and want to scale. Share this with someone who keeps saying, I want to invest, but I'm scared. And if this helped you see real estate differently, subscribe to this channel. Because we're not just buying properties, we're building confidence, cash flow, and freedom. And your journey might start with inheriting tenants.